Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel, and today we're going to take a look at the 2 euro cent coin from Ireland from the year 2002, the first year that the Irish euro cents came out. Ireland was not one of the early adopters. They did not put out any 1999 or 2000, 2001 coins. They started in the year 2002. And if you look at these coins, I put all three of them here, even though we're going to mainly talk about the 2 euro cent. And that's because these coins all have a similar backing on them, 1, 2, and 5 euro cent coins. And the reverse, of course, is the euro cent reverse. And it has the 12 stars, and then it has the globe, and then it has Europe, and then Asia and Africa below. And this is a Luke Leutsch, and that's the LL that you see here. Now, when you have these coins together, pretty easy to tell the difference. When you separate them out, it's easy to tell the difference from this side, but if you flip them over, it's very hard to tell the difference. And so there's a couple little tricks to telling the difference. Obviously, this one's really small, but if you only have a couple of them, sometimes they kind of get blended in together. So how do we figure out which one's which and what's going on with them? Well, let's start with this one. This is the 1 euro cent coin. And in 2002, when it came out, they made 404 million of these. How can we tell it's from Ireland? Everybody says, well, easy. We flip it up on the side, we see it has a smooth edge. And this, of course, this is not the Nordic gold. That's the 10 cent and up. This is the copper-plated steel that this is made of. And there's the map. There's the harp. And you can see on a better one than this, all the engravings here. 2002 in Ire, I think is how they say it, but I can't speak Gaelic at all. There's 12 stars around the outside, and this is the 2002 harp. Now, if I move this out of the way, and I move this one in, you see that it just has the same harp on it. This is the 2004 2 euro cent. Now, what's the difference? Well, you can see the size difference, right? But if you only had one, there's an easy way to tell the difference, and that's just to tip them up. The 2 euro cent coin has this sandwiching here. Let's make it a little small. There you go. So it has the sandwiching on it. So here's the 1 euro, here's the 2 euro cent coin. And with the sandwiching, it makes it really easy. It's called a circumferentially running groove in the middle of the rim. And these coins, so easy to tell the difference between the 1 and the 2. And that brings us, of course, to the 5 here. 5 has a smooth edge, but if you set them next to each other, you'll see that the size difference is so much that, so the best way to tell the difference in these coins, if you're trying to separate them out or whatever, is just tip them up on their edge, and you can see this is going to be the 2, this is going to be the 1, this is going to be the 5, just because it's so much higher. Now, when I say they're magnetic, what do I mean? Well, what I mean is that when you use a copper-plated steel, and this is our trusty magnet, you can actually just pick them right up on the magnet, because it's a copper-plated steel. And so the inside being steel is really magnetic, much more magnetic than regular copper is, and more magnetic than the Nordic gold. When you put these all together, they look really nice. The harps look nice. This is a engraving that was done by a guy named Jarlath Hayes. And Jarlath Hayes, who's an Irish artist, did this engraving based upon the old Irish pennies. And you can see it just has, let's find, this is the best one, I guess. If you look at this one, and we get this right, you can see that there's actually engravings all down the side of this harp in a round. And this, I don't believe this harp is from the Book of Kells. I think this is just a traditionally engraved Irish harp. When you look at the old Irish pennies, you can count how many strings there are on them to see how old they are. On this one, all the same number of strings on all the 1, 2, and the 5 cent coins. So they made, when they made the 2 euro cent in 2002, they made 354 million. It's not valuable. It's not going to be valuable. There really isn't any valuable Irish euro cent unless you buy it in a set. In 2002, they only made, let me see, they only made 25,000 sets. In 2004, this year, they made 44,000. So none of these are going to have any real value, but they're great for collector value, and they're great to kind of fill out your euro cent books, or just getting a set of each euro cent from each country. How many did they make of the 5 euro cent? Well, it turns out in 2002 they made 450 million, and that's worth about 5 or 6 cents US. And the year that we have here, 2009, they only made 10.3 million. So you think that that would mean that it would be somewhat valuable, but it's not. It's worth, 6 to 50 cents, maybe 6 cents US to $1 US, based upon the quality. But it's really not an expensive coin. So looking to get rich on the Irish euro cents, probably not going to happen. Looking to fill out all your different countries from the euro zone countries, that's a good way to get the Irish ones. All right, have a great day from DC Coin World. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.